Hello, everyone. Welcome to Textile Consulting Hub. We have a pleasure to meet Mr. Roman Osipau from GTAIC, Lithuania, which is going to explain us a very interesting service which can be accessed by the textile industry community. Hi, how are you, Roman? Nice to be with you.
Yeah, thank you, Razvan. Very nice to talk to people and to briefly describe what we do.
Okay, so please explain a little bit about your company. What are the services that you provide and who are you?
Yeah, so GTAIC is an innovative platform. We built it and launched it just 1 year ago. Me personally, I'm actually for more than 20 years in advisory business, in strategic advice, in market research, and even in so sophisticated areas as mergers and acquisitions and so on. But actually, we decided to start to build this platform like 3 years ago because we see a few trends. The first trend was the increase of the number of databases covering various aspects of the global trade, of international markets, and so on. And on the other hand, I saw from my experience of 20 years that automation may bring very good results for advisory business, for market research. It may decrease the cost of the research times, not even just 1, 2 times, but 10 times, up to 100 times. And secondly, it may speed up the research again by times from, I don't know, 1 week to 1 hour or few minutes. So therefore, we decided by using all these techniques to launch this innovative product, innovative service to offer market research for industrial companies, mostly for those who produced merchandised industrial goods, like including, if we talk about textile, it's yarns, fabrics, equipment, and many, many other goods.
Excellent, excellent. How you get this idea, Roman? If I may ask, what you are doing sounds very interesting. Now, data is the driven factor for an investment or a decision of entering a new market. So everything goes around data. So I'm very curious about what is your starting, how you get this idea?
Yeah, so the idea was based actually on the following, that I had a team of 20 people, analysts, researchers, and so on. And with the help of these people, we did a lot of research like strategic advisory, market research services, financial modeling, and so on. And what I saw during this very long period of time of my career, that it's a huge cost. It's very often too long process and so on.
Right.
And on the other hand, we see that automation may improve significantly all these matters, both costs and the speed. And what even more important, that our idea actually behind the service is to make the research to be produced in real time. So based on the freshest information available as of the time of producing of the research. And this is actually what people need. People don't need the research dated or covering the, I don't know, 2024 year. People need to know what is going now, specifically on markets in 2025 already. So, and without automation, without some techniques for data processing, it's impossible to produce by hand, by usual process like it was done before. So this is the idea, to bring the people the real-time data, and even not the data, real-time information, to make the decisions now and to be faster than competitors. Because information, as everybody knows, rules the world of money, markets.
Thank you, Roman, for sharing this. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to ask you another question about your past projects. Which industry you have worked so far? What kind of interesting stories, shortly, you can tell us about your past experience projects?
Yeah, so we actually, our service covers all industries possible, producing physical goods. So starting from equipment to materials, raw materials, and many other products, including consumer goods. I just will tell you a few words about the specific experience in textile industry. This project we did just a few weeks ago. We finished. The client was a trader who specialized in trading yarns and textiles like fabrics of different types, like flex fabrics, wool fabrics, synthetic fibers, fabrics, and so on, and operating from Asia to all of the world. And the idea was to analyze in one research paper the tens of markets across tens of different products. And if we just make the combination, if we took 10 products across 10 markets, we talk about 100 product markets. I would name this in this way. And the idea from this 100 product markets was to capture the most interesting opportunities. Which product markets are growing the fastest? What are the pricing on this market? What is the competition? And actually, this was, and we would, so in the past, this sort of research, it would take, I don't know, weeks, if not months of work. We did this work during a few weeks only, based on GTAIC tools and so on. This is the sort of, I would say, tailored research, but people as well can access our service in internet and to structure their reports immediately in the service, and to get some standardized reports within minutes.
Excellent. And here, Roman, please allow me to say that we already agree about our collaboration. Your company will be listed in Textile Consulting Hub, and your services will be available for the textile community. And now, entering in this our area, let's say our world of textile, I would like to suggest that the services offered by your company, GTAIC, it is mainly you can structure on three different leads. Number one are fashion brands, which can have a lot of data available through your service about the markets, about the trends. Then the second important lead I see personally is fabric and accessory producers, which they want to access a market or they want to have an investment. Because whenever you make an investment, you need to have a factory, a feasibility study, and a very important documentation that the banks are considering in order to give a loan, to accept a loan. So these data are very important for the feasibility studies. And not the last, machine and equipment producers, which are all over the world, starting from Europe, China, Turkey, everywhere. There are machine and equipment producers in our industry, and they have to base their decision based on reliable data. And this is what your company will do. And here I would like to ask you kindly if you can show us some interesting facts, some slides from your work, so our viewers, our community can understand exactly what are the advantages that your services can bring to them.
As short as possible, I have very long presentation of 20 slides, but I will try to make the presentation within just a few minutes to
Thank you, Roman.
Concentrate on the most important points. Yeah, good. So actually, this is just a few words about how our system works. Actually, we can share this presentation with those who are interested. It's absolutely open. But the idea of this slide is to show that we took huge volumes of big data to transform into the valuable information. So the service itself, it works based purely on the official data. So we do not take AI generated data and so on at all. So what we do, we took data from databases like, for example, United Nations Comtrade database, or from Global Trade Alert. So this is a Switzerland-based company providing regulatory insights about the current trends and so on, from the WTO and many other
So are all reliable data, not produced data by AI?
No, only original, and we work with raw data. For example, if we talk about UN Comtrade, we don't even take the data that they are showing on their site. We took from them the original files submitted by each country to them for further processing. So it's actually it's customs statistic that is produced by each country out of 200 and more countries of the world. So what is important as well on the right side of this window, you see the system, how it works. This is the look of our personal profile of any user. And actually the idea that there is no interaction with people, any user can introduce the name of the product, country, and that's all. Then putting the button to produce report, and it is producing in real time. It will take like a few minutes for people to get the report.
And very easy. You don't need super skills to generate a report. Anyone can do it.
Not at all. So our idea was to make it as simple as possible. And we would like to know from people just the name of the product. And even on the side, there is a service that helps them to define this HS code, the name of the product, and so on. And the country or the list of countries. That's all. So if we talk about the textile coverage. So as our system covers more than 5,000 different products, not only textiles, we tried to take the number of textiles goods covered. And what we calculated, it's more than 1,200 goods categories covered by the system.
Can I intervene here? Can I intervene here, Roman? I think we have to say that you are following the custom clearance international codes, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This all our classification and categorization of goods is based on harmonized system. This is internationally accepted classification by United Nations and by more than 200 countries of the world.
Correct.
This is standardized. And if we talk about specific products for textile, first group, the biggest one, yarns, fabrics, and related products. It's more than 687 product categories. Here I provided some examples. For example, it may be like wool fabrics with wool component more than 85% of combed wool, for example, and so of combed wool, and so on. It's very detailed categorization, and all international trade is categorized across the 687 products, and for each product we have data on more than 100 countries. If you just multiply these figures, you will receive like 68,000 product categories.
Let's say a lot of them. Let's say a lot of them.
It's a huge number. And second, it's garments and clothing accessories, and it's more 376. For example, it may be like trousers for men produced from cotton or from wool or something like that. Then we have household textile articles as well, very good and big category, and I believe it is growing and very interesting, like kitchen textile and so on. And as well equipment, so it's more than 42 product categories of different types of equipment for machinery, for fabrics production, for sewing, and many, many other types. And all these products covered across more than 100 countries. So, and I believe it's a very good coverage for any participant of the market.
Right.
Here as well, we provide even more detailed description of the examples of the codes, and but again, this may be provided separately.
Right.
So this is just some visualization that we taken from our reports that are generated to show people that. So we have different types of analysis, different structures for analysis, structural analysis, dynamic, time series, and so on. And different types of reports available. So people can choose 4 types of reports currently generated by our service, covering different aspects of what people need.
Right.
So this is few words about the case studies that I already mentioned about. about this global analysis of fabrics. And as I said, there are so few types of reports that are covered by our service. It's product country report, cross-country, and country-to-country reports. Again, all the information may be found as well on our site, so therefore I will stop here. Actually, what is the most important is the affordability of our service for any manufacturer, exporter, and so on. The idea, as I said in the very beginning, of automation is not just to speed up the processing of data and generation of report, but as well to minimize the price of the reports. And for example, if you talk about the most popular report, it's cross-country report. This is the analysis of any set of countries. For example, people like to analyze European market, like 30 countries, for one specific product. And we do we do this report for just $49 US. If you look in the internet and would like to buy pre-prepared reports from other suppliers, it will cost starting from $500 and more. So what we managed to do,
and they are already done. You cannot change anything. And here you can customize your report as you like. That's a very nice.
Absolutely. Yes. And what is the most important, when you request this customized report, it will be produced based on the freshest data available at the moment of request.
Right.
For example, if you request the same report in 3 months, it will be already different from what you asked about before.
Look, Roman, it's impressive. I really thank you and congratulate you for this project. To me, as a professional in textile, this means a big value that you are offering to our community. Thank you for that. And thank you for the fact that you are accepting to be part of Textile Consulting Hub. And for sure, we are going to organize some events together with you. And here is what I would like to tell to our community. We agree with Roman, with the GTAIC, to an online event, which is a very special one, because we would like together to create real-time reports with the audience. We will invite everyone which is willing to learn about this the solution, and to create real-time reports based on their request on that specific meeting. And based on the questions and answers, based on the interaction that we will have with them, Roman was very kind to offer 3 free services to some companies or individuals which are going to attend to this meeting. So Roman, thank you very much. I think it's going to be very interesting online meeting. Look forward. And so far, we are just grateful for you, for your time, Roman, and good luck in your business. And I wish you as many clients from the textile industry as possible.
Thank you, Razvan. And also a few words from my side. I believe that your idea to create this hub, Textile Consulting Hub, is a bright idea, because people now need to have, sector-specific platforms for communication. And actually they are lacking. So if you look in many industries, there is nothing similar. And this is currently the trade, to connect people, to exchange information, to build connections and partnerships on sector-specific basis. And your idea is a bright one.
Roman, thank you very much. Looks that we are on the same mindset. Thank you very much, and look forward for next meeting with you.
Yeah, thank you, Razvan.